All right, let's briefly talk about context and translation and interpreting, and I could give a webinar on this and maybe have. And every good translator knows that, of course, the word definition depends and the translation depends on the context, but that's not exactly what I'm talking about. Context, of course, means the circumstances, the setting. It comes from Latin words to weave together. So how is it going to determine different things? Well, the ATA actually does a very clever thing, and on their exams, they say you're translating this text for such and such an audience. And the word choice and the translations and the interpretations might be very different. My word choice in interpreting is very much going to depend on the context of who the other person is, who the audience is. Also the mode. Sometimes we get to pick the mode. It's not somebody else who's going to give us the interpreting mode. Simultaneous, consecutive, blah, blah, blah. Depends on the context. We all know this. This is me preaching to the choir. But what I want to emphasize is context is sometimes a very vital but overlooked factor, and you want to keep it in mind. It's just as important as saying what does this word mean or how does it translate, and you would of course ask, like, what's the sentence, what's the context? Many other choices in translation and interpreting depend on the context. So this is not necessarily gems and jewels and treasure troves, and again, we could do a whole webinar on it or a seminar or book, but just keep it in mind, will you? For me, as a favor. See you in the next clip.